Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today's video I'm going to be showing you all how to get Tusk Act 4. Now Tusk Act 4 is a very annoying stand to try and get, but very worth it in my opinion. I love it, but yeah, just make sure that you have a lot of time and a lot of patience, because that is the most important the most important thing that this stand requires. Okay, so without further ado, let's just get right into it. Alright, so the first step we're going to want in order to get Tusk Act 4 is you're going to want to get the rib cage of the Saint's corpse, which I do not have right now. And you're going to want to be level 10 with 105 worthiness. I don't know why I almost said 100, but 5 worthiness, so max worthiness, in order to obtain Tusk Act 1 from the ribcage of the Saint's corpse. And now, Tusk Act 1 is a 20% chance to get, so just make sure that you have a lot of rokakas and a decent amount of ribcages of the Saint's corpse. So now that was, obviously probably the most important step, which is getting Tusk Act 1. And so now the second step is to get Spin, which is actually a pretty good fighting style, as you can see. It's pretty cool. But in order to get Spin, you're going to need to head over here to Ellie's Pizzeria, and this is where being level 10 comes in. You're going to need to talk to Gyro, and you're going to need 10,000 money, which I don't have currently, and a steel ball, which you can get from either finding it as rare, as a rare item to just find on the floor, just anywhere, just walking around the map, or you can get it from the arcade, which I think is the way that I got the steel ball, and the way that I have, how many? 2. And so once you have Spin, after talking to Gyro, once you have Spin, which you need, again, level 10, 10,000 money, and a steel ball for, you're going to need to go to the arcade. So this is where patience really comes in. And so what you're gonna want to do, I can just speed this up a little bit, but just follow where I go. So you're gonna want to just come right here to the arcade, and then once you're here, you're going to need I should have mentioned this earlier, but you're going to need a good amount of money and a lot of gold coins for this, because this is a long and annoying process, but not the most annoying. So what you're gonna want to do is, I love going to this machine. This is, I think, in my opinion, the luckiest machine here. But what you're going to want to do is interact with it. You're going to need 1 gold coin and 1,500 money to continue. And so once you press yes, obviously you're going to get this. See, as you probably just saw, you can get the steel ball from here. And then, yeah, right here, you're going to need that, which is the left arm of the Saint's corpse. Yeah, right there. It's pretty hard to get. I don't know the percentage or like the chance of getting it, but it's pretty rare. So just make sure that you have enough money and enough gold coins to get it. And so obviously it'll be quite obvious when you get it. Alright, wonderful. Well, I'm gonna cut that out, but I just got jumped by some random ass guy. I don't know who they were. Sorry about that. Anyways, so what you're gonna want is left arm of the Saint's corpse, which I already said. It's quite obvious when you get it because it's glowing. I mean, you know, golden glowing. And so once you have that, it is going to say the arm wants to merge with your stand, and you're going to accept. And once you accept, you will have gotten Tusk Act 2. And now, after you get Tusk Act 2, this is one of the longest processes, which is finding Jesus. You're gonna need to find Jesus, which is sort of funny to say. But yeah, so you're gonna need to find him. And just a quick thing, the most common places that I've found him. Okay. Alright, you know what, I'm not. Alright, so see, you can see that this guy is using the stand as well. So it's a good stand, obviously. And now it's trying to run. But yeah, it's a really good stand. But anyways, the most common the most common places to find Jesus is right here, which is at this staircase, right by Ellie's Pizzeria, or actually inside of Ellie's Pizzeria, and he will be sitting right here. There is another common spot, which is I will just show you guys. Hopefully I don't get jumped again. It's in the arcade, which is also, if you're lucky, once you get the arm, Jesus will already be there. Please don't jump me. But so he will also appear right here. You can look up videos, other videos of like where to find him. But yeah, so once you find Jesus, you're gonna want to talk to him. Once you have Tusk Act 2, and he will give you a special dialogue, and it may take a couple of times talking to him, but once you do, he will give you Tusk Act. Okay. He will give you Tusk Act 3. And so, oh my gosh. Please don't. Holy dude. I swear to God. Okay. Thank you. So, with Tusk Act 3, oh yeah, also, just real quick, Jesus is like a 1% chance of spawning every 5 minutes. So I would suggest going into a private server and just, if he doesn't spawn in the 5 minutes, just leave and rejoin the server to reset the server time, and just keep doing that if you have a private server, to get him. And so yeah, once you have Tusk Act 3, you are going to want to go and move on to the very last step, which is, I think, the most tedious step, which is getting the pelvis of the Saint's corpse, which is a very rare item to get. I haven't even gotten it from the arcade, which you can get it from there, but the way I got it was by Please do not fight me, bro. Oh my. Okay. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to go into the shop, and you're gonna want to scroll all the way down till you find and see this. And once you find this, you can just click on it and buy it. It is 30,000 money. And so, oh my gosh, dude, please stop. Once you have that, you're going to want to interact with it as well, like a couple of times. It may, it took me a couple of tries, but if it still isn't working for you, what I had to do is I had to just reset, and then you should be able to merge, or your stand should be able to merge with the pelvis. And then once you do that, you are done. You will have, well, I mean, you should have Tusk Act 4. And yeah, so it'll just appear, so there's no extra steps that you have to do. But yeah, so there you go. You should have Tusk Act 4. And just have fun with him. But now that's just the end of the tutorial. I hope you all enjoyed this video. In my opinion, like I said, it is a very good stand. I think it is worth it 100%. I think it's worth the process. Even though it's an annoying process, I think it's worth it for sure. And I think the moves it has are quite good. This is just going to be a tutorial, but you can look at the moveset for Tusk. I think the moves are great. Everything, in my opinion, it's a very cinematic stand. And by that I mean it has a lot of abilities that okay. But yeah, so if you haven't already realized, having the stand will bring a lot of attention to you, but it's a great stand. But yeah, cinematic wise, it has moves that are like cutscene moves, which I think are very cool. Okay, you know what? Alright, I'm gonna see if I can just show you one of these. Hold up. Okay, well, I guess this is one of them. It's a wormhole uppercut. I think it's a really good move, in my opinion. It's great. I love it. What are we doing? And then the last and second cutscene move is Arigato Daga. Sort of speaks for itself. It's very good. It's a very destructive move, and it can really take a lot of health off of your opponent. And yeah, so I think it's a great stand. I think it's definitely worth the long process. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. I hope this was helpful and informational. And yeah, so see you guys.